Girls often worried to introduce their boyfriends to their dads. They're fearful that the parents may scare off a potential husband. Well, one woman may have a reason to worry. Check out this one. A father has turned to the internet for advice on whether he should reveal his daughter's diagnosis to her boyfriend. She has been diagnosed as a sociopath. The father wrote, "While she enjoys being around her boyfriend and is sexually attracted to him, I highly doubt she feels much of anything towards him love-wise. Her boyfriend, who might propose soon, has no idea about her diagnosis, and she's been very upfront with me that she has no plans to ever tell him. He says someday he's bound to find out she's a bit off. It can't be kept a secret forever. Should this father tell his daughter's secret or keep his mouth shut?" Audience, we want you involved. We want to hear from you. What would you do? We're going to put it to a vote. Should this father tell his daughter's boyfriend that she is a diagnosed sociopath? Just press yes or no on those tablets that you have. And I'm intrigued to find out what you all think. Everyone voted? Yes. All right. The votes are in, and 81% of you said yes. The father should tell his daughter's boyfriend.
What a morally conscious audience we have here. But I will say, sociopath is not an actual diagnosis. It's sort of like the more colloquial way that we refer to people who are off in this way. And the clinical diagnosis is actually antisocial personality disorder.
You've got to work to earn that title.
You actually really do.
You do. You have to have manifested certain types of behavior.
And for long periods of time. So if a provider is going to meet you one time and diagnose you with that, I would not trust that provider because it's a personality disorder. That means that it's pervasive. It's across time. It's across situations. It's something that's inherent to the core of how they respond to people.
And what are some of the characteristics? And we've been around people like this.
Well, there's a lot of different characteristics, but impulsivity, aggressiveness, a seeming lack of morality. They will use people as a means to an end. Oftentimes, they will get engaged in substance abuse issues as a correlating factor. And on top of that, they don't mind breaking the law. They're okay with it. And they do a lot of subversive
Sort of like no shame
behaviors.
and no filter and no feeling guilty and can be very, very charming.
And I think the lack of empathy is a big part of it. And that's where I think the father feels obligated to potentially tell a future husband because he's worried that if this future husband finds out that his wife can't really love him, is that a problem? Really quickly, let's clarify this particular story because it's nuanced.
It's nuanced.
The dad says the daughter exhibited odd behavior as a youngster, troublesome behavior, but says that now, law-abiding, has a decent job, good education, good friends, plenty of male admirers. Says that although his daughter says she doesn't feel empathy and love, the dad says, I have a good relationship with her. This is not a cantankerous relationship between father and daughter. Right. So I want to ask you clinically, in your judgment, should the father tell the boyfriend?
I don't think so if she's not manifesting those symptoms. I mean, what does the father really believe about this disorder? Has he been told that it's absolutely not treatable? I will say it's hard to treat this condition, but it is treatable for some. And it seems like she's a productive member of society.
Right.
And, you know, what is she doing that's really, you know, I guess concerning the father, except the father looks at this poor sucker and just feels like maybe he's just being taken for. I just wonder if he kind of looks at him and thinks, this guy's way too nice and she's gonna screw with him.
Like he's concerned that maybe she pulled the wool over him in some way.
Yeah.
And he's stating that she really isn't capable of showing love. And
but
he
they
needs
have a
to
loving
know that
relationship. Isn't that weird?
It is weird.
It feels similar to when we posed the question whether or not you should tell a friend if you know their spouse cheated on them.
Right.
Because in an ideal world, if you're a cheating spouse, you should be the one to come forward. I think what the father really wants is his daughter to broach this topic of conversation with her boyfriend.
Right.
So let's just theoretically say that the father has gone to the daughter, had this conversation. The daughter says, absolutely not. I'll never tell him. Maybe that's why the father feels obligated. Now, 81% of you believe he should tell the boyfriend, potential future father-in-law. And you all still feel that way?